Hi. I don't know if anybody's there. I didn't even take time to do my hair. I'm wet just out of the shower, and I need to talk to you guys about something really, really important. So I'm gonna wait a couple seconds, and I'm gonna see who all is there. I'm gonna record this anyway and post it. It's surprising to me. Hi, Mohawk. I want to wait until I get a few more people on here. Hi. Something happened, and it's really intense, and I need to share it. It needs to be talked about. I find it really interesting. Hi. Can you see if the who all is there? Yes, I want to see who's watching. Let's see. Swipe left. Oh, I'm not doing it right. Okay, so we need more people. I need more people. I need to get more people on here so I can talk about this. All right, I'm just going to record it. So what happened was I was surprised, too, because of the last night for the full moon, you know, the release, letting go of everything and letting go of whatever's holding you back, letting go of whatever is no longer working in your life. And so it was emotional for me, and I did it, and I did my list, and I went outside, and I you know, said it's time to let go, and hi. And so I go to sleep, and I have this, I'm told something. I get messages in my dreams. I'll get sentences. I also have prophetic dreams. I see things. But this was a message, and it said that Pam Leach girl still has a hold of him. Now, and it was a very urgent call. It was literally a call. This is about energetic and spiritual warfare. It's a real thing. And as a light worker, and as the work that I do, I do. It's called working dreams. I dream for other people. I dream things in advance. I'm being shown things in advance. Hi, in order to help people, and I have messages that I deliver. So a lot of times I don't even know who the messages are for. So sometimes I just need to post what it is so that whoever it applies to understands it. Generally there's some kind of a connection to my own life. It shows me something because there's always a mirror. But I have been shown that there is someone has an energetic hold on them, and they are not aware of what's holding them back. And it's interesting because it was the full moon about releasing. So I woke up in the middle of the night and I sent that post out on my wall. It was like 2:15 in the morning or something. And I sent it out right away, and I called on all of the light workers and all of the healers that were awake, or I was just going to send it out there, and I figured whoever saw it when they woke up would get it. And I said, I'm calling on all of you. I need your help, because there's somebody who needs help, that needs to be released. Somebody's got an energetic bind on them. And then I went into deep meditation, and I went in and I called, and I remember saying, whoever I was speaking to in my dream, I said, it's not right. That's not okay. The cords are cut. Tonight is the full moon. All binding cords need to be cut and removed. It's not okay. So I said, I'm calling in their spiritual team, my spiritual team. I've called on all of the light workers, because I'm supposed to reach out to all of us. We're all connected in the United Collective. All of us, we're all connected. And I was calling out everyone. And I went into this deep meditation, and I know that this has to do with my twin as well. And so I went into full-on battle formation, and I called everyone in, and I said, this is not allowed. It's not okay. You don't mess with someone's free will. All cords need to be cut. Any attachments, any binding spells, anything removed. That is working with absolute dark energy. And I called in Michael. I called in my team. I called in everyone, and it was very, very strong. And it was, and I saw this man standing there, and it was like there were octopus tentacles that were wrapping all around him. So these are energetic ties that are wrapping around this person, and they are not aware of it. They can't see it. It's energy. And yes, cutting cords meditation. I'll post it after. So I went into my sleep. So then I have a dream, and I watch it all happen. And remember, I said the other day during the weekly reading, I said that I had seen, because I get these messages ahead of time in dribs and drabs. They hand me little things to work on, and I saw an invitation that was sent out. And I said I didn't know if the invitation was going to be accepted, right? But this invitation had been sent out, and it was like it was to a wedding. And now a wedding would represent symbolically just means like a connection, a coming together, a joining of, maybe someone with their higher self, or it's a commitment. It isn't necessarily a wedding, it's symbolic. So it would be maybe pulling aspects of yourself together, meaning because as I saw this man standing, there was somebody who had these energetic cords wrapped all around them, and they were binding them. They were not able to move forward. So the wedding was calling, and the invitation was sent out. So I feel like it was almost like it was an invitation, meaning it was sent out to me. The call was sent out, probably sent out to anyone that could help. So I worked on that, right? And then I go into this scene, and I'm at this wedding. I don't know who I am, but I'm visiting, I'm watching, and I seem to be a part of this. And this wedding invitation had been sent out, and whoever it was sent out to, it was accepted. So the person was there, and this wedding was being set up. And what was going on was, there is a man, and I've seen this before. There are two people that are working together. There's a dark-skinned man and a woman. I saw them in my dream the other night. And they're working with darkness, dark energy. And I have also seen an older woman and a daughter. And that are working together. I saw that there's a man running, and what I was told, running from, and I'm trying to get the wording right, running from a crazy ex and her mom, or running from a crazy ex-mom, something to do with an ex and the mother. And so the woman's name was Pam. They called her, it was a girl, Pam Leech. Now a leech is someone is an energy leech, is sucking like a bloodsucker, vampire, right? But they gave me a name. The name is Pam. And I thought, I don't know, who do I know that's Pam? And what's interesting is the only person that I know named Pam was my mother's friend. Years ago, I was in a very religious organization, and she was my mother's friend. So, and I have no contact with her, and my mother's passed on, but it's showing me something because of the fact that this man has been running from a woman, from a mother's, so it was a mother's friend, his mother's friend. The name is Pam. Okay, so I'm at this place, and I see this reception all set up. Everything's being put together. The invitation has been sent out. Family members have accepted. Everyone's coming. It's all being done, but I see this woman. And they showed me her. They literally gave me the word evil, this evil woman coming down the stairs, and she's coming at me. Now, I don't believe that I'm representing myself. I could be, but I think I'm standing for the person who has called for help. And she's coming at me, and she wants to stop this marriage, this union, this coming together. So if somebody is maybe trying to connect with their higher self, trying to, connect with spirit, this person wants this to stop. And she's saying, I'm going to stop you. And then all of a sudden she throws this energy ball at me, and it was filled, and my legs, I saw my legs, I was covered with glass shards and wood splinters, and they were all in my legs. And my friends, which is my spiritual team, archangels, everyone that I called in, they grabbed her, they stopped her, they held her back, and they apprehended her. And I was sitting there picking out, and it was interesting because in my dream, I was doing that. When I was given this message, I also immediately knew to go into protection mode for my twin. So I put him in, God, my hands are shaking right now. I called on all the light. Sorry, I'm going to get emotional. I called on all the light. All of Spirit's energy. I called the Father, and I asked for Archangel my Metatron to open up our chakras, the one that we were working for, my twin, myself, and I asked for Archangel Michael to stand there as Metatron opened up our chakras, cleared and balanced them. I asked for the light to go in, healing energy, protective golden light. And then we asked for it was to fill it. It was to fill us up. And the energy was spinning. And I'm telling you, I was on freaking fire. I was in full battle formation mode. And I was saying, you will not hurt him. You will not do this. You will not win. You have no chance. I have myriads of angels. There are legions of angels standing here. And you will not survive at this. You are not allowed to do this. You are not allowed to bind another. You are not allowed to step into someone's free will. This will not happen. But I am laying there covered in glass shards and these wooden spikes that are sticking out of me. So in my dream, I sealed him in this titanium shield. After I asked for us to be filled, I asked for a titanium shield to be put around my twin, myself, and this man that was being attacked. And then I put a clear coating in, and Archangel Michael was around us. And that's when the barbs came flying, but they hit me, right? So they got me, because I'm out there fighting. inside. And this is energetic warfare. It literally happens. If you guys don't know about this, this is what light workers do. We go on different dimensions. This is happening in an energetic dimension, and we battle. We battle for the light. And that's what I do. And I don't get a lot of sleep because I'm literally working. And I don't talk about this very much. Actually, I don't even know that I've talked about it with you guys before. But my friend Ryan in Sedona, my friends there, that's what we do. It's energetic, spiritual warfare. And we're fighting against the dark energy. And the darker energy represents many things. There are a lot of spirit beings. There are a lot of creatures. There are a lot of physical people that call themselves spiritual people. And they have gifts, but they use the gifts to bind. They use the gifts to hold people back. They use the gifts to dumb people down, to stop them from moving forward and from reaching forward. And so when you find yourself stuck and you don't know what's holding you back, remember I said that I felt like I was a racehorse raring to go, but something was holding me back. Well, there were two horses. I saw two horses trying to get up this hill. That would have been my twin and myself. I made it to the top of the hill, but he didn't. He kept trying. Something was pulling him back. And then I saw again, the other night, I wrote about it, the great wave that was building, this giant wave. Now, wave is emotion. It also could be energy. And this giant wave was very destructive. And people were just standing there doing nothing, which means they weren't protecting themselves. They weren't seeking high shelter, which would mean spiritual shelter. And I said, you need to run. And I thought, what do they think is going to happen? This wave's going to come down. It's going to crush everyone, decimate them. And the tidal wave is going to pull their bodies out to the sea. The sea was raging. So it's this energetic energy that's going across the planet right now, this eclipse energy that's happening. It's intense. My friends actually believe that there's going to be a tidal wave that's going to hit the coast of California. The energy, I believe it's an energetic wave, but it's very destructive. And we've called it in, actually. It's Cali. We're calling in an ending to something so that we can let go and release and move forward. But these people were just standing there. So I said to the person next to me, run. And we started to run. And it was so hard to run up the sand because it's difficult to pull against the energy when you're being pulled back with whatever's pulling at you. So we make it to the top, and I look back, and sure enough, the wave crashed down and crushed everyone that was below and sucked all the people out. And later I was in this room, and I was watching in an auditorium. This is all energy. This is happening in spirit on another dimension. And I'm watching in this auditorium as everyone's crying, and they're waiting to hear if their family members have been recovered. And I could hear this ethereal music, right? They're trying to comfort people. And I saw lifeguards standing there, and I said, why didn't you tell them? Why didn't you tell them to get out? And he says, we warned them. We told them. They didn't listen. So this is what we're telling you. You need to protect yourself. There is energetic warfare going on. You need to shield yourself from the energy that's trying to take you away from spirit, that's trying to drag you into the bullshit that's going on around here. There's a lot of warfare going on in the world as well as in spirit. And you need to protect yourself. It's your responsibility to listen to the signs that come to you. And I get these messages constantly. So I heard someone calling out, right? And they said, this woman, this Pam Leach has still got a hold of him. So this is someone who's trying to get away from this energy, but they're not able to break free, and they don't know why. Because they don't realize that this person, maybe that they trust, they call themselves a spiritual person, but they are dealing with dark energy. They are taking their gifts and using them to bind spells. I've seen it. I was shown this person that you know has someone in their life, and they're fucking with their head. They're getting in their head energetically. They're binding them, and they're not able to break free, and they don't understand. You need to work with their energy. So I'm an energy worker. That's what I do. So as I sat there picking out these glass shards and these wood spears that were in my legs, the High Council came and took this person away. And so the wedding feast started to take place. The meal was done, which meant the food was delivered, right? And things were underway. And I saw this woman, and she broke free again, and she came at me. And she had her in her hand, this ball. And it was filled with, it was interesting because to me, it was this stenching, rotten stink of vile, evil energy. And she said, I am going to take you down. And she went to throw, and I tackled her. Like, I gotta tell you, like a freaking fullback. I tackled her and took her to the ground. I called on all my team. Everyone was there because everyone had already been alerted. Before I went to sleep, I put the call out. All of you light workers everywhere, whether they read that or not, energetically, we are all connected. We all, on an energetic level, hear one another. When I put that call out, I called for my higher self, my twin's higher self, all of our spiritual team, all of you guys, all of the light workers, and everyone was there. And I tackled this woman, and I was on top of her. And I said, you will not succeed. You will not do this. You are being taken down, and I know your name, and I am calling you out. Now everyone will know who you are and what you have done, and it's over. It's over. So I don't know who this person is, this Pam, and I don't know if her actual name is Pam Leach, or if she is just Pam, and Leach is what she is, a bloodsucker, a vampire, but she tried to do her damnedest, and she failed. And what was interesting was, as I was going through all of this stuff this morning, I was also remembering in our weekly reading that there was something that was supposed to be kept a secret, right? And we wanted to tell, but we were not supposed to tell. And I thought, is it this? Am I not supposed to say something about this? And I was shown no, because then you look back in the dream, as I wrote my dream, I went over it and I read over it. In the dream, it said, I have named you. You will now be exposed. Everyone will know who you are, and you will no longer be able to be effective. This is done. You are done. And they took her away, and she was literally bound in cuffs and taken away. And the wedding proceeded. What was interesting, I watched, they showed me a couple that were split apart. There was a problem between two people, and I know that it had to do with this. It had to do, and I've been shown all along, I've been telling you guys this for quite a while, and I've been getting it. There's a third party that's interfered. Now, what's interesting, some man, as I was just preparing to come out and speak to you guys, I received a bunch of pictures, and I've got to tell you, 15 pictures in a row. And I thought, what is going on my fan page here, this page? And it was a dark-skinned man from a foreign country. He was from Pakistan. And I'm not prejudiced. It has nothing to do with that. But I'm telling you, it's just showing me energetically, dark skin represents dark energy, right? And what he was showing me were dead fish. He was holding up in his hand, and he had a very serious face, and he was showing a dead fish. I will tell you that my twin is a Pisces, okay? I instantly, my body got a heat flash all over it, and I was being shown, you are not fucking with him. You are not. And I'm telling you, my phone, if I could show you, it was like being fired. Boom, 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 boom. Picture after picture after picture of all of these dead fish, and then they were lined up on the ground, dead fish. And I said, why are you sending this to me? And he wrote back, SWAT fish. Now, I know that SWAT fish is a type of fishing. I know that. I recognize this. But this is all symbolic. These are all messages from spirit. SWAT is this, like, you think about what is a SWAT member, right? If somebody, if in the police, you call in the SWAT team, they're snipers, right? And it was SWAT fish, and the fish were dead. They were all lined up. Well, you think about who Jesus Christ was, right? Fisher of men. So this is a very, very loud threat to me. And I thought, all right, is this person just giving me this? Because clearly he was giving me the information. Or is this someone that is dark energy that I don't want anything to do with? So I went to their page, and I went all through the page, and my solar plexus and my sacral chakra started spinning like it was like danger zone, danger zone, danger zone. So I blocked the person and banned their energy from my page. I told you that what I was shown was a dark-skinned man and a woman that were working together, okay? So there is a religion. It's not, it's actually a type of a religion, which is really bizarre, and I can't think of what it's called. My girlfriend, Lena, told me about it. It's from a Latin, or I believe a Latin kind of country, and what they do is they are taught to use their gifts from an early age, and they are taught, it's terrible, it's through bondage and sexual abuse. It's all about power. It has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with spiritual helping others. It is all about gaining power. It's working with black energy. And that's why I saw this man that had someone that had a mental hold on them. Remember, we saw in the last live reading that man who had a computer chip in their forehead. And I was so focused on that. What was going on? Somebody had something implanted in them. This can energetically be done. If you fuck around with dark energy, if you fool around with Ouija boards, if you fool around with things that you don't know how to work with, and you invite that into your home, you're inviting everyone in. You're inviting the energy of everyone and anything that has gifts into your physical self and into yourself. You have no idea what they're doing to you on an energetic level and how they can control and manipulate and suck your energy and use your energy. They will take the energy from light workers to use it for evil things. I'm not fucking around here. I'm actually really pissed off right now because it happens way too much and it's not okay. It is not okay, and I'm not allowing it. And I was up all freaking night battling this stuff, and then this man shows up again this morning and shows me all of these lined up fish, shot, dead, lined up and on the ground. And I said to him, why are you sending this to me? And he sends me back money symbols, just money, money, money. It's all about power. It's about power and money. So people will dabble in the arts, they call them the arts, the black arts, in order to get power, in order for them to make themselves powerful and rich. They will use the black energy in the darkness. But what they do is they feed off of light workers. They feed because we are so bright. That's why I've never wanted to shield my twin and I in white light. I don't want to say, here I am, come see me. But now that you've been found out, shield yourself in titanium. Put a titanium shield around you and ask for the blue light of Archangel Michael. Whatever you need to do. If these people are after your energy, and it's not a joke. This is a real deal. So you need to learn how to protect yourself. And I thought, wow, what a trippy thing for me to have to deal with right after the full moon, when I asked for all cords and all energetic ties and all barbs and all attachments to be removed. And then I literally saw myself thrown, this ball of energetic debris thrown at me, and I was covered in splinters of glass and wood, and all this shit was thrown at me right after the full moon. So I'm up in the middle of the night, right, at 2:15, doing this whole thing, because I said in the post to you guys, it's still the full moon. The energy is still strong, and we still have the full moon energy strong now. You're supposed to use it. Use this energy now. I had all of my crystals out last night, everything, charging in the full moon. I am on fire, I must tell you. I don't know what my moonstone is doing, if you guys can see it, or if there's fire flashing in my moonstone. But oh, it is. It's fire. I gotta tell you, my body is on fire, even though I've had hardly any sleep. But it's not just me. All the light workers, we're all doing this. We're working. We know what's going on. We don't want to talk about, and I thought about this, that I don't talk about the negative. I don't want to normally talk about the negative, right? But you need to know how to protect yourself. You need to know that this is real. And you need to know that even if you think that you're coming from a place of love and you're associating with spiritual people, you don't know everyone. You don't know everyone. And if you haven't practiced your own safety measures, and you don't clear, there you go, clear yourself every single day. Clear your shield every single day. Look what was thrown at me. They showed me what was thrown at me last night. And even though I had just done a massive meditation and total full clearing and release, I didn't go to sleep last night asking for a new shield. And that's what was thrown at me. And I was energetically picking. It was painful. I got to tell you, I could feel the glass in my legs. It hurt so bad as I sat there picking out these slivers and glass and debris. It hurt really, really bad. And I've got to tell you that means that on an energetic level, you are being hurt. And if you are stumbling, or you're not seeing things, or you're not understanding things clearly, or you're not able to move forward, or your work isn't happening, and the money's not coming in, what's going on? You have something attached to you. It could be past life, it could be energetic, but right now there's spiritual warfare going on, and people are out for your energy now. I've been watching on my page, on my regular page on Facebook, and spiritual friends of mine are talking garbage. They have people attacking them. Yes, they are. But they are going at them like they're fighting with them. You don't get into it and fight with them. They are then sucking your energy in. They are taking your energy. You remain calm. You remain calm. I went into full battle formation and said, you are not doing this. But I was in a spiritual level fighting. I was literally fighting for someone else, for my twin, and for myself. I was called in to do this. I'm not going to get into a verbal exchange on my Facebook page with somebody who clearly is throwing dark energy at me, who may be maligning my name. I know that there's somebody talking shit about me. I know there's a lot of people. And you know what? That's not my problem. And what I said to that person as they lay on the ground, I was literally sitting on top of them with their hands behind their back. And she said to me, I'm coming in. And I said, you're here. And I said, this is your karma. This is not my karma. I welcome karma. I have sent out nothing but love. I send out love, and I work for Spirit 24/7. This karma is on you. Your karma is coming back around. Everyone will know who you are and what you have done, and you will not succeed. So when I come out and I do these readings, this is very important. Whoever needs to see it is going to understand it. If there's a Pam in your life, you will know. If it represents something else, or if a spirit will twig you and they will know. Maybe it's just going to show you, wow, this is what's going on with me. I feel this energy. So don't engage with people in a verbal exchange, even in your private life. When dark energy comes at you in the form of family, friends, whatever it is, you walk away. You put your shield up and say, thank you, but no thank you. I don't want anything to do with this. That is their karma. Let them carry it. It's not yours. You release that and walk away. You walk away from anything that has to do with bitterness, anger, resentment, jealousy, betrayal, control, dominance. If somebody is making you feel any of those things, that is negative energy, and you need to separate from that. You go to the light. You go to where there's love, acceptance, peace, kindness, help. You go to the light. Anybody, and it doesn't matter if it's your family, it doesn't matter if it's your best friend, if that energy is coming towards you, you separate yourself and protect yourself. That needs to happen. Right now I'm looking at a vulture flying above me. Now there's many messages with that. What I get is the vulture picks you off. The vulture is coming to pick up the dead carrion, right? It's a negative, but it's a positive at the same time, because the vulture talks about a death, rebirth, and transformation. So the death has to happen, which is just what just happened. That was a death. That was a spiritual death of an energetic debris, of a negative kind. That wasn't a proper spirit that was in there. That was a negative spiritual energy. And I do know that I have been going through my pages and I've been checking. I've been getting hits because I said to Spirit, light it up, show me. If there's someone that I need to be aware of, I want you to show me. I don't want to walk around with a big, worry symbol on my forehead, terrified of who's coming after me. I don't carry that energy. I carry light. I carry love. I carry positive energy. I look to you as a positive person until I get something different. But I will have Spirit show me and light up a sign. This is someone I need to be careful of. This is what I need to watch out for. And that's what they just did. So they showed me. And as I said, there's a woman and her daughter. They're working together. They've been doing it for the last 2.5 years. They're after a man. He's running from them, but they are energetically working with spells. I think he believes that they are from Spirit. I think he believes that they're spiritual people, and they are spiritual people, but they are not from the light, and they are hurting him. And he needs to hear this. So I hope he hears this. And maybe energetically he'll get it. I don't know. But whatever just happened this morning, just now, I got to tell you that my energy and my shields are up really, really strong. And it's interesting. I've got this tarp. I was putting this tarp up this morning as I was thinking. That's shielding me from the heat of the sun, right? Now the sun, I'm not thinking of the sun as a negative. But the sun is a divine masculine, and I'm thinking that energy that came at me was a masculine energy. It was a dark masculine energy, and I am shielded from it. And that man to show up, just confirmation. Spirit will bring you confirmation in so many different ways. I don't even care if that person was innocent. At this point, I don't care. I blocked him and banned him from my page. I don't want anything to do with it. He showed up at a time, and maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you will end up pulling away from people until you can get it straight, until you can figure it out. Maybe that particular person isn't doing anything bad to you, but you get a negative energy. It's not working for you right now. So the best thing for you to do is pull back. Pull back until you can figure it out. Pull back until you can get some clarity on the matter. But the most important thing is that you are protected. So that's it. I brought my relationship cards out, and I'm gonna do some readings for you guys because I don't want to leave this on a fearful note, right? I wanna this is about protection. I've been trying to say, and I do have to say to you guys that I was shocked. When I woke up this morning, I posted that on my fan page, I posted that on my personal page, I posted it to YouTube, I posted it to LinkedIn, I posted it to my Google Plus page, and not one person responded. Not one person responded, and I was shocked. I thought, where's my team? Really? Where's my soul family? I reached out to all of you guys, and no one said a thing. So thank God, all the other people. I was up from 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm telling you this, I'm not impressed. I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning doing this. Somebody was in pain. Somebody was calling out. I had somebody write to me yesterday and asked if they could share my the picture that I put up about my twin. And I said that there's somebody that's in, and there was someone also, remember I said there was someone that was in need of help. They had reached out. They were asking me for help. And so many people jumped on, and so many people were sending, and they still are. And I love you guys for it. Thank you so much. But I asked for personal. See, that's the difference. I asked for help for someone that I love. He needed help. Please help me. I need your help. And you were all there. But this person didn't have a name, and I didn't know who this person was. But it didn't make him any less important. And so when I asked for all your help, no one came. So think about that, okay? Think about the fact that you may not know who this person is, but when somebody's reaching out for help, you help them. So when I see people on my page, I've got almost two. I'm reducing people. I'm deleting people left, right, and center off of my personal page. I don't know them anymore. I'm starting to delete people. But when I see somebody asking for help, I'm on it. If I don't know them, I don't care. I'm on it. You don't know what a word, what a symbol, if you send a heart or an angel symbol, you don't know what that will do. I have watched, and I just saw it yesterday, a plea go out, and I've watched it in the last couple of weeks, a plea go out from others asking and telling people where they were. They were basically barely holding on, and not one person responded. Not one person took 30 seconds to say that they were there for them. Because why? Because they don't know them? And what if you were alone? What if you were the only person there and you knew no one, and you reached out and no one was there for you? Spirit is always there for you. So when you see someone reach out, you fucking do something. You say, I'm here for you. Send a heart symbol, send a prayer symbol, do something, but don't ignore it, because you don't know. I had somebody very close to me who tried to commit suicide, and people said, it was just a call for help. I don't give a fuck what you think it is. If somebody goes to an extreme that they're going to do something like that, you sit up and pay attention. You pay attention, because when people cry out for help like that, they need help. It isn't a funny thing. You don't know. And you don't want to be, and people say, oh, you don't want to be well, that person's always doing that. Well, it doesn't matter. It's like the little boy who cried wolf, right? He cried again and again and again, and then when he cried, nobody came. And then what happened? The wolf ate him. And they're like, well, that's their fault. Really? Where's your love and compassion? Is that what Spirit says to you? Is that what God says to you? You've done this a million times. You've brought this upon yourself. You did this. I know things that I've done in my life. I've made bad choices, and I've caused shit to come down on myself. Does that mean that I don't deserve to be helped? Does that mean that I don't deserve to be forgiven for my mistake? The person that I love most in the world made bad choices, and something happened. Do you think I'm going to turn my back and judge them? I am 103,000% there on your side. I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed. I got to tell you. And I can feel disappointed. I know our Father's not disappointed. He expects that. But I'm disappointed. To look at people and see what they wrote. The words that they wrote. I'm crying as I'm reading these words. What they're saying and what they're going through. And no one's saying anything. And the person said, I'm going to take a shot and I'm just going to go to bed. Thanks. And not one person said anything. Fuck. How can you be so heartless? Think outside of yourself for 30 seconds. Think outside of your loving relationship. Think outside of your successful business. Think outside of yourself for 30 seconds. It isn't all about you. We're all connected. We're all in this together, all of us. And if we can't be there for each other, if I can't be there for you, and who's gonna be there for the one who's slipping through the cracks? There was one man I saw standing there, and this octopus was all over him. One man, there was nobody else there. I'm glad you're okay, Brianna. God, yes, I'm going to do readings, but you know what? Everybody jumps on for a free reading, Everybody wants help. Does that mean anything to you guys? Do you get that? Everybody wants help. Everybody's asking for help. They're asking for your help. They want your help. Okay, so let me clear my energy, because I'm not shooting daggers at you guys. I don't hate you. I just want to wake people the fuck up right now. And it frustrates me. It really does. So I'm going to hold my selenite castle. Selenite clears everything, everything and everyone. I brought that out, and I brought the lion. And I'm surrounded by the lion energy. And I've got, as I said, I'm wearing my, I know my fire opals are on fire. They're my moonstones. This is divine. See, now you have to understand. I work with the divine feminine. This is the goddess energy, the moonstone. And I am an Aries. You'll clearly understand that I'm an Aries by the way I just came. And when I go into battle formation, I fight for the people that I love, and I fight for the underdog. But I'm also in a Pisces moon. And so I'm very, very affected by the moon. Okay? And you can see and that's why I was called. So if I come across aggressive, understand where I'm coming from. I am coming from a place of love. Okay? Okay, so 6 people. I'm told 6 people. Connie, you're awesome. You're always on it. Connie's a Reiki master, and she's sending love and light. Please go back and listen to this. I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it. I want everybody to see this. I know that I had to get going because I have to work as well today, and I haven't slept all night. I haven't had any food. I don't even have food in my refrigerator. I literally went last night for my cat, Lily. You guys know that Lily's not been eating, right? And I've been really worried about her. I literally thought she was dying yesterday, and I've got no food in the refrigerator for me because I'm working, and I went 20 minutes across town to get her this special paste, and it's like $9 a tube, and she goes through it in like a day, but it's the only thing she'll eat right now. So I came home and I thought to myself, and I made a thing about the full moon, and I said, I'm asking for this, for whatever's holding her back, whatever's causing her not to eat, to break this, whatever it is. I know she represents someone in my life. And I looked up in the sky as I was filming, and I was showing the full moon, and there were 2 lights that were next to it, and it looked like 3 full moons. And I said, that's interesting. 3, the number 3, means an ascended master is working with you, okay? To me, it's Archangel Michael, and Jesus very strong. And which is amazing because he was out of my life because of my own doing for a long time. I just ignored him, and I didn't know that he was actually real. And but it also means full circle completion. So when I came home, I'm sorry, I didn't have any food for me. I didn't make the time, and I got to tell you the truth. I didn't want to dip into my bank account because I'm paying bills and I'm doing all this stuff. But I didn't want her to go without. So I sat there, and I made my meal was $1.50 last night. Hers was $20. And I fed her, and she ate, and she ate, and she ate. And she woke me up in the middle of the night asking for food. And she ate again. And then this morning after I did this dream, I had the dream and I did the meditation, I was going back into meditation again after the clearing to try and help myself. And she started calling me. Calling and screaming and screaming. And I thought, what? And when she calls me, that's my twin calling me. So I got up. And that's when the dead fish started showing up. And I knew I needed to come out and do this. I was being called to do this. So everything means something. Pay attention to your animal messengers. Pay attention to what's going on with them, especially the ones that are in your home. Pay attention to what you're thinking about what's going on and how they're acting when you see them. It's a message to you. And recognize that my cat represents my twin. I will go without for him. Spirit will go without for me. And it's weird because they don't have to go out, but it's like they will give first, right? They give first to us. It's like a mother and a child, and that's the nurturing, mothering, divine feminine. And all the men have it in them too. And it's the divine feminine that's taking over this planet right now. That is in charge of this planet. Somebody posted on their wall several days ago that video, I told you, of the world dying and everybody being stuck on their cell phone and not paying attention to what was going on. We are involved. We need to be involved in this in this environment. We need to be involved in not sending off a bunch of helium balloons in somebody's anniversary or for somebody's birthday or even for a remembrance of somebody's death. Don't send off 100 balloons into the air so that they can land later and other animals swallow them and kill them. Think about what you're doing to pollute this planet. Think before you do things. Put the animals and this planet first. The planet is dying, and we are in charge of taking care of it. And the person said, is this what the state of the planet is going to come to? And I said, no, it is not going to come to this. Be the change you wish to see, because we are in charge. The divine feminine is in charge, be it male, feminine, men, whatever it is. We all have the divine feminine, which is the nurturing, loving, Mother Nature feeling. We are in charge, and that means as far as the people go, as far as the planet goes, everything. So you guys got to do your part and get involved and think about the things you do before you do it. Somebody said to me, my son just died, and I know that that's very upsetting. They probably had no idea what they were doing when they sent off 150 balloons into the air that land down into our waters, and the turtles eat them, and the birds eat them, and they're strangled and they die. Our animals are dying. This planet is dying because we are doing stupid things. So think before you act. I welcome anyone else to tell me what I'm doing. If I'm doing something that is incorrect, I am open to it. Believe me, I don't say things to people that I don't say to myself, and I pay attention to things that I used to do. When I go out into that lake, I spend most of my time picking up the debris and bringing it in. And well, that's not going to save the planet. Well, if everybody did, it certainly would. My girlfriend Lily posted a friend, they have a corporation in New Zealand, and they go out, and that's what they do. And they said, look at today's catch. And instead of looking at a bunch of fish that bring in money, it was bottles and cans and shit and garbage and piles and piles and piles and piles, and that's what they do to save this planet. And this planet will be saved because God is not going to allow this incredible planet to go down because people are ignorant. But we have to be connected. All right, that's it. I'm going to just keep going on and being fired up, and I don't want to do that. So thank you, Connie, so much. Okay, you guys give me your names, 6 of you. I just saw 3 right now. I can't show you because they just went behind the screen. 3 doves. So that means take a breath, Sherry. It means peace, it means harmony, it means prophecy as well. So what I saw was definitely a prophecy, prophetic vision. But it represents harmony, my favorite word. So 3 of them just went by. Also represents Ascended Master working with you, and full circle, coming full circle completion. So good. Okay. Bree, 1 for you. Okay. Somebody, if you want, somebody could, I'm going to try. You know that I don't remember because my mind's working on this, so I can't take care about who it is that I'm supposed to do next. So can somebody please write down who it is that's asking? Keisha. Okay. Keisha and Bree. So Bree first. Home. Make sure that your home feels welcoming and reflects who you are. When your house is in order, the rest of your life falls into place. So tidy up. Now, there's a lot of meanings to this, especially about what we're just talking about. And I've got to tell you that my right hand right now, I've got electricity shooting through it, and it literally hurts. It's hurting really bad. So I have to think about that. Somebody's being electrocuted, and it's not in a positive way. So as I said, there is, and it's a right-hand man. Somebody's right-hand man is being hit with electric currents, and they're not positive. So I'm asking you all right now, since you're with me, God, it's hurting, and I can't even hold my phone. So I'm asking you right now, because that's happening, everybody that's here, please focus your energy right now and ask for a shielding to be put around whoever this is happening to. You don't need to know who it is. Just ask for it to be put around them. Fill them with love, fill them with calmness, with peace. Ask for the Father to fill them with that, and ask for them to have a titanium shield put around them and a guard at their gate. Please, if you can, just do that. I don't know who it is. Just ask for it. It's someone's right-hand man, so it matters. It's someone's right-hand man. And it's hurting my heart. Please. Okay, so someone's home's being attacked. Okay, so on the positive, make sure that your home, you can do wonderful things to your home. First thing you need to do is clean it. Dust, energetic debris, open your windows, clear it out. You need to put a shield around your home. I just did it this morning. I put this Organite. It's filled with crystals. It's filled with crystals, and I put it outside my door. I literally did it this morning, and I put it outside my door. It's a symbol. It does have meaning. It's filled with energetic crystals, which are powerful. But the intention is more powerful even than that. The intention is that it guards my gate. On the other side of it, I have my foo dog, my Japanese foo dog. It's a dragon, and that guards my gate. It's important. It's a symbol. It's a thought. It's like when I talk about, when I speak about Buddha, when I speak about Lakshmi, when I speak about Ganesh, they are not anyone that I worship. They are symbols. They represent something. Ganesh is the obstacle remover. Lakshmi is the goddess of compassion. Buddha is happiness and joy. On and on. Symbols matter. So put things around your home and outside of your home that make you feel safe. I've got a sign right inside my door that says, angels protect this home. Okay? Do things like that to make your home feel safe and comfortable. Bring life into your home. Bring a plant into your home. If you don't have live plants, please throw out the plastic plants and get a live plant, even if it's just one. Even if it's, I'm not home enough to take care of plants, then get a cactus. Get something that's living and put it in your home. Too many people, I've walked into homes and they don't have one live plant in their house, and I think, how can you live in here? If possible, get a fish. Get a Siamese fighting fish. That would be a good symbol, because a Siamese fighting fish is a protector. Life inside of your home protects your home. It brings love into your home as well. But I'm just hearing energetic debris, so I'm hearing sweeping. Even if your home is immaculate, just because it's the full moon and we're releasing everything right now, take a broom, a literal broom, and go and sweep through your house, and go from the back to the front, out the door, and sweep your front doormat off. It removes an energetic debris. It's a real thing. It's real. Get the fans, blow everything outside. Light some incense, bring some peace into your house. That's your message. Brianna, that was Bree, Connie, Keisha. Okay. Corey, hi Kyrie. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to go back because Bree and Keisha, right? Bree, Keisha, Connie. Okay. Hi, Caroline. That's my friend Poppins. I think she's in Hawaii. I hope you're having a beautiful time. It looks like you are. I love you. She's English. She's adorable. I've known her for many, many years. We don't see each other. Hardly ever. But I still love you. Okay, so this is for you. Keisha. Balance. Sorry, I did it backwards. Balance. Are you giving and receiving in equal measure? If you tip the scales too far one way or the other, your life falls out of alignment and priorities get mixed up. Come back to the middle. Okay, so for me, that's why I'm only doing 6 readings today. It's very, very important that we only give out. You're very welcome. You're welcome. Love you, Caroline. That we give out and receive in equal measure. And for a lot of it, it's difficult for us to receive. We're so used to giving. We're raised to be giving. We're raised to be humble. We're raised to be self-sacrificing, right? And that's all wonderful and it's great. And I've been asking you guys this morning to send out love to the ones that are struggling. And that's wonderful. But you also have to accept it back. And you can't just accept it back. You actually have to demand it. And the way you demand it is by setting back and allowing yourself to be given. Just like when I asked you guys right now when I was breaking down. And I said, I need your help. I need your help. And I wasn't asking for myself. I was asking for other people. But I asked it, and it's okay to ask for that. We need that. We need to have that balance. Don't ever be afraid to ask for help. Don't ever be too proud to allow anyone to see that you're having a hard time. You need to bring your life back into balance. There's something that's out of balance. For me, I know that my energy is really weak right now because I've been working all night, and it's hard. I want to do it. I love it. But I feel like I need to go to Sedona, right, and be filled up. And I'm asking for Spirit to make that happen. But in the meantime, for you, they show the justice scales. So I believe that there is a balance taking place as well, is what it means. That there is a balance taking place, that there is justice happening, just like what I saw and what I worked with in the energy last night, in what happened. Justice took place. Somebody had been hurting someone very badly. But it wasn't allowed. And sometimes it's allowed for a time in order for someone to see what's happening. And maybe sometimes it's so that we recognize that we need to come back to the Father, Mother, and bow down and ask for help. That we are not invincible. None of us are invincible. You know, I'm a really super strong person, and I have a lot of powerful energy, and I can manifest things, and I can make things happen. But I am not all be that invincible. I need my spiritual team. I reach out to you guys because I need your help, and that's why I wrote to you in the middle of the night. That's why I called in my team. So for you guys, make sure that you're reaching out. Don't sit and wait for somebody to come and give it to you. That's interesting because it's almost a reverse of what this is saying. Are you giving and receiving in equal measure? So you would think, okay, well, sit back and wait for them to bring it to me, right? But I keep hearing in my head, God helps those who help themselves. How do people know what you're going through if you don't ask? How do people know what you're going through if you don't speak? If you don't show people what you're going through? How can I help you? How can I be there for you if you don't share with me what's going on? So ask for help. Balance it out. Then justice will be done, right? Call on Spirit. Call on our Father. When I reached out to you and no one answered last night, I didn't wait. I didn't sit around waiting for you guys to come save me and to come help me with this other person. I called my own spiritual team and their spiritual team and everybody in. I don't wait. I call it in. So as far as I'm concerned, that's balancing scales, right? Because we have to be actively involved in what goes on in our life. It also does say, don't be constantly giving to people who do not give back. There is such a thing as throwing pearls before a swine. Okay? Don't do that. Know your own value. Don't throw yourself down on a mat while people walk all over you. Have a little self-respect. Bring it back into balance. That's your message. Clearing and opening windows and doors all morning. Yeah, it's important, especially after the full moon, right? Very, very important because we want to usher in the new. Okay, who was next? I did that for, I said Brianna. Connie's next, and then Corey, okay? And then I have 2 openings after that. Wow, I just got amazing one. I just love this one. How interesting. I've been given 2, so the 2 cards are picked, and I went to grab the one I thought I was grabbing, and they gave me another. So this one is for you. That's interesting. This is for, who did I say? This is for Connie, right? Okay. You're very welcome. Awesome. I'm glad that it resonated. On a bunch of different levels, awesome. Spirit knows what they're doing, man. See what's interesting, like I just said, I pulled a card for the next person, for Connie, and I got this one. They threw it out and grabbed another. But the next one is there for the next person. It's there. It's been pulled out. Distraction. By keeping things moving, you create a false sense of forward motion and keep intimacy at bay. Stop. Take a risk. Allow love to penetrate your resistance. So somebody is doing something. You're on your hamster wheel. Get off the hamster wheel. The hamster wheel's not doing you any good. You're going around and around and around. You're maybe working, or you're whatever you're doing. It's not the forward motion that you're supposed to be doing. There's something that you're doing that you are protecting yourself from, that you're afraid to open yourself up to. I don't know what it is. If it's a new, they're talking about keeping. They're saying that let love penetrate, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's love that you're keeping out, that you're blocking. It can mean that to other people, whoever's listening here. Maybe you're afraid to allow that in, but it could mean that there's something that you're meant to be doing that you're worried about doing, or that you think might fail, or that you are afraid to do, or you're even afraid to ask for, or reach out for. Whatever it is, you're spinning your wheels on something. And you're not moving forward on it. So if you need to ask love to come in, love, to me what I hear is, what would love say, what would love do, right? In every instance. That's what I always say to myself when something goes sideways, somebody attacks me, somebody does something shitty, something goes wrong. What would love say, what would love do? Action is always required, right? So allow love to come in, illuminate what it is in your heart, that maybe you don't even know what it is. Maybe you don't even know what you're doing, that you're spinning your wheels on something and you're keeping something else at bay. So love is going to illuminate that, right? It's going to illuminate that. It's going to let you know, because Spirit wants you to follow your heart. So where is your heart pulling you that maybe you're not listening? Look, listen to me. My heart's pulling me to the forest, and I just said Sedona. Isn't that weird? I've been saying for the longest time, I need to get to the trees, and I'm going on all these quests, to different mountains, to trees. The one place I haven't gone is Big Bear, and I swear to God, maybe that's where I'm meant to go. I don't know, but for you, there's movement that's happening, but it's not the right movement. It needs to, so you need to stop and take a risk. Whatever it is, stop, think, meditate, ask Spirit to light it up for you, And then whenever they show you, like according to the weekly reading, there's that woman that's walking off the side of the building. She's taking a risk. She's letting love in, right? She's going to do it. She's going to go for it. There were storm clouds all around her, which could have been her own mental confusion, could have been doubts, could have been fear, could have been other people in her life that were saying, you're nuts, don't do this, you're crazy, you don't have it prepared, you don't have enough money. Maybe that's me. I don't have enough money to do this right now. I keep thinking I've got to save up. I've got taxes to pay in October. That's big in my brain right now. So I'm like, penny pinching to the place where I'm not even freaking getting groceries, which is ridiculous. But I'm somebody who's very, very careful, right? I don't throw my money away. I'm very careful. I save, save, save. I think ahead when it comes to stuff like that. I do without for myself, and I feed my cat because she's dying. But maybe I need to take that risk too. So this is something, you know, we need to ask ourselves, what are we doing? How are we spinning our wheels and not taking the risk that we're supposed to take to bring what it is? What is the false sense of motion that we are showing ourselves? Man, this is deep. So it's going to come up later. It'll come up. It'll be shown to us. That's your message right now. I'm hearing a song. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. There's somebody that's going through something that they're terrified to move forward. The people in their lives are not like everyone else. There's been a lot of abusive, maybe mental abuse, maybe emotional abuse. They're in a scared spot. This song is on for them because of this message too. I hope they're getting this message. I hope that this person listens to these readings. The songs come on for a reason, and I share them when I'm told to share them. Okay, that was your message, Connie. I hope that makes sense to you. If not, you know that it will. We've got the eclipse coming, and man, major changes. So now we have Janice and Sabrina. Okay, so Janice, fearlessness. Fear is simply a decision that you make to think fearful thoughts. If you're stuck in fear now, challenge yourself to reach for a thought that feels better. You can take control of what you think. Now, she's in bed, and that's a new moon. Okay? Oh, Corey got missed. Corey did get missed, so I will do Corey. Corey got missed. I do remember that. Okay, I'm sorry. She didn't get written down. So I'm looking at this full moon, and she's full of trepidation. She's in bed, and so she's having nightmares, or she can't sleep at night because she's thinking about something. She's worrying about something. And you know what's interesting is sometimes we don't even realize the thoughts that we have are causing a block in our life because we're focusing on the negative. Somebody said to me, and I don't know if she's on right now, my good, dear friend said to me, Joy, she said to me, make room for this in your life. There's so much of the concern and the worry that it's taking up all the room in your heart, and you need to let go of that to make room for that to come into your life. So sometimes we are focusing so much on the worry or the negative about something, we don't even realize we have a block, and we don't even realize that we're doing it. We don't realize. I'm not scared of anything. I'm not having trouble sleeping at night. Are you? Are you not having trouble sleeping at night? Maybe you don't even know what's going on in your dreams. Look around what's going on in your life. What's not working? What is it that you're afraid to do? Maybe there's maybe they're just telling you to be fearless. Maybe you're not afraid. Maybe they're just saying, go for it, like the girl that was walking off that. Maybe you're thinking about something. Maybe you thought, I have a thought, but I don't know, but spirits may be pushing you off that ledge. Because remember I told you, when we are trying, when we're really, really trying, and Spirit sees us trying, but we're not taking that last step, Spirit's going to come behind and push us off. That's divine intervention. They do that. They'll fire you from a job. I got fired from my job because I was supposed to do this spiritual work. I was terrified to do this. I didn't want to do this public stuff, and I didn't think I would be able to answer questions quickly, and I didn't know if my higher self would kick in. I was so scared, and I kept running back to doing hair. I kept going back to my old jobs, and 3 times I got fired. Fired! Not for weird reasons. I mean, I got to tell you, the reasons were crazy. They had nothing to do with my work. But it was my best friend said, hello, are you hearing this? I mean, you do realize what you're meant to be doing, and you're not doing it. So Spirit, maybe they're saying be fearless and go after what it is that you actually truly want. Don't let fearful thoughts get in the way. Don't allow it to stop you. Take control. Basically, the message is take control of your mind. Take control of what you're thinking. So like with me right now, I'm not going to sit here and be in a place of fear about somebody coming and energetically attacking me. I am protected, and I literally watched myself go to battle for someone else, and then I defended myself. Oh my God. Right as I said that, did you see him? Did you see the vulture come right then? I said, I saw somebody come after me. A vulture. There's a song. I'm going to change my banner picture right after this. There's a song. I think it's Katy Perry, who I love, and I'm going to put the picture up of a woman. She's wearing blue. Looks like she's wearing a peacock outfit. She is the Phoenix Rising, and she's got a look that says, "Don't fuck with me." The song is called Rise, and it talks about when the vultures, and maybe it's not Katy Perry, it might be someone else, but it talks about when the vultures are at the gate, and you think you've got, I'm down for the count, you will watch me rise. And right when I said that, the vulture went by. So I am now being given confirmation that what happened in my dream was literal. It was literally happening. It was energetic, but it was literally happening. The vultures thought that I was down for the picking. They thought that I was a victim, or they thought I was their prey. And I made it very, very clear, I am not your prey. So I'm not going to sit here and play. I am not. And I said, I'm calling you out in public, and everyone will know who you are. And basically that just means to me, since I don't know who this Pam person is, someone in their life, whoever she was going against, they will know who she is, and she's been called out. But what it means also is that energetically you have been called out. I see the vulture at my gate, and I am not ripe for the picking. I am the Phoenix Rising. You think I'm in the ashes? I am the Phoenix Rising. I get tired, but I come back twice as strong. So there's the message. Wow, my screen just went dark. That's a trip. My screen went dark. I had blocks, an issue that I had prepared for, but the block is still there, and I had thoughts of giving in a different direction. That had been not sure, should I go in that direction? Well, there you go. Connie, I think, and I'm not sure, I think this one she is doing now is yours. No, Connie. That one, yeah, that was, who was it that I just did it for? God, my screen went dark. I think that's, yeah, this is Janice, right? This is Janice. And the last one is, and I said I would do Corey last because she got skipped. Who were the last two? Sorry, my screen went, you guys are talking and it all went flying by. Janice and Sabrina. So Sabrina is next. That one was for Janice. Sabrina is next, and then Corey is the last, because I did see Corey's name and she wasn't picked. Corey. Is this Corey that just had the baby? Oh my God, Anne. Anne. I do have time for you, because Anne, you were in my dream. You were literally named in my dream. I wrote about you. Did you see the post? This is a trip. I was given her name in my dream. And it was, so this is about you. You are involved in this. It's very, very important for you to go back and look at the post that I posted about the great wave that came. I posted it on my page. I'm sitting, the picture is of a girl sitting, it's me in the mountains, and there's snow all around, and I'm high above the clouds, and I've got dark hair, and I'm wearing like a pajama top, and I'm sitting cross-legged. That's the post. Anne Payne, you need to go back and look at that, because you were literally named in my dream. And in my dream, I woke up and I thought, I only know one Anne, and I went to look to make sure that it was you, and it was you. You live in Alabama, right? It was you, and I thought, what is this about? So it might be a major, it's going to be a message for you. Wow, what a trip. Okay, Connie, huge and a lot of things going on, and the person you are speaking of, my sister-in-law, just passed last night. Lots of turmoil. Song was for her, yes. Corey and Janice, and next, and end of readings. Okay, wow. I mean, everything happens for a reason. What a freaking trip. I'm sorry that you lost your family member, but clearly she's in spirit, right? She's in a good place. It's always the ones left behind that hurt so much. So my heart goes to your family, and ask your family, and we all should ask that your whole family be surrounded with love and light at this time. I know several people. I've got friends that have had, and do not dismiss this. I've had friends that have had a 17-year-old cat that they had to have put to sleep. It was their family. That's their family. I've had my girlfriend Kimmy, her brother, drown just recently, and they just recovered his body, and the family's going through hell. So all of my love goes out to these ones that have lost loved ones, whether they be pets or people. It's still family. Okay, Janice. I'm doing Corey right now and then Anne, right? Isn't that what I'm doing, right? Thank you for helping her. Sabrina. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are all here for her. Okay, so this is Sabrina and then Anne Payne, right? God, I can't believe, Anne, you were named and then you showed up on my feed. What a trip. That's a trip, dude. I want to know who this Pam is. I don't know anybody named Pam on my page, and I got to tell you, so this message must be for someone else who's going to see this reading, because it's somebody's mother's friend is what I get. I don't know, man. Okay, Sabrina. Okay, Sabrina, you got two. The first one is solution. The emotion that you're feeling is like a barometer, letting you know if you're creating towards or away from what that it is that you wish you want. That feels good to your soul is always the right direction. And then you got home. Home. So put them both together. Home is where your heart is what I just heard. We just had a message on home, so I'm going to let you go back and listen to that. But the solution, again, she's got love on the end. She's doing an okay sign. So if it feels okay, it's right. If it feels like crap, it's wrong. This makes me feel bad, so turn away from it. Well, that's not realistic. Maybe that's the truth. It doesn't matter. It doesn't help you to think about that. So think about something positive. When you think about, you say to yourself, what would love think? What would love do? What would love say? That's where you go. That's what's hanging off of her thumb as she does the heart, as she does the okay symbol. If it lifts my heart, it's okay. If it makes my heart hurt, it's bad. Don't think about, because a lot of times our monkey mind gets in the way and we start thinking negative thoughts and it feels bad. Don't think that. Think positive. Think positive. Lift your feelings. Also, pay attention to what your body does, is what I'm getting. When my hand started to get pain in my right hand man, and it was getting electrocuted, it was hurting me. My right hand man was hurting, and it was in pain. That represented someone, a right hand man that was in pain. It was electrical currents going through them. Like I said, somebody was energetically fucking with them and it was hurting them. So it was confirmation that it was happening. So all of us working together to send the love and light to these ones that are going through this. It doesn't matter who we know who they are. Just send love. So it felt bad. So what do we do to counteract what feels bad? We send love. We send love. And we don't send it from us. We ask for it from the Father. We ask for the Father to fill us with love first, because we don't want to deplete ourselves. We fill ourselves with love first. We ask ourselves to have our crown open and fill us. I say it all the time. Please just fill me with love. When I'm upset, when I'm hurting, when I'm concerned, when whatever, fill me with love. Fill me with love. And I just keep saying it until I start feeling my sacral chakra start to move. And then look at her. Hello, you beautiful little messenger. Hello. That sitting on our string of dreams is our hummingbird totem, which represents we will accomplish what may seem impossible to ourselves and others. And right now this little hummingbird is taking a breath and is saying it's okay. Now you notice the highlight is the dreams. Oh my God, you guys. So grab the joy in life. That's what she's saying. That's what the hummingbird says. Lighten up. Go for the sweetness. Go after the sweetness. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? Fill yourself with love. Fill yourself with happiness. Fill yourself with joy. Fill yourself with sweetness. Fill yourself with positive energy. And when you do that, you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself and others. Was that the most incredible thing that I ever saw happen during a reading in forever? Oh my God. That's incredible. That's incredible. And that was a special message to you, because she showed up during your reading. It was all for all of you, but it's especially for you. So I'm going to post with this the hummingbird's full message, but she She landed on the string of dreams. The dragonflies are hold on to your dreams. They also say that your dreams are sound and valid. They also say pay attention to your dreams. What they are giving you is information and it's real. The hummingbird went and sat on that. All of these things come into play. It also means hold on to those dreams because it may feel like it's impossible, but you will accomplish it. Even if it looks impossible to yourself, even yourself as well as others, you're going to accomplish it. And you're going to do it by lifting your energy. You're going to do it by thinking about love. You're going to do it by thinking positive thoughts. You're going to grab the sweetness and the nectar in life, and you're going to, but did she sat there while she gave me the message about the dreams. She sat and she took a breath. So that was okay, Sherry. Take a breath. Change your way of thinking, right? Change the emotion. Go from a negative place and go to a positive place. Take a breath, calm down, take a rest, okay? Then, once you've gotten yourself filled with that love that you've called in, then you're going to get to work. Then you're going to take action because we have to be co-creators. And it went from flower to flower to flower and sucked up all of the sweetness. Was that amazing? That was amazing. Thank you, God, for that was amazing. Wow. Okay, the last message is for Corey. That was freaking awesome. I can't even get over that. I'm just like, I was afraid to get too close because I didn't want to interrupt her from what she was doing, and so I know that you guys didn't see it as strong as I did, but that was, her colors were beautiful. Her colors were the color of the rainbow. She had that peacock blue like the girl. Now I'm asking about that right now. Remember I said that I was going to put up that girl that looked like the Phoenix Rising, and I was going to put up that song? She's got kind of an angry face. Well, she's got a face that says don't mess with me. So I'm asking, do I do that, or will that put out a negative fight? I do want to put up that you're not going to mess with me, and that song is very powerful, but I do not want to put negative energy out either. I like to come from a place of love, so I'll have to rethink that and make sure that that's the picture. I may use that song and put up a positive picture, but you will notice that when I go through things like this, I always change. When I have an epiphany or something great that shows up, I'll change my banner picture, I'll change my personal picture, because it's reflecting what's going on at the moment. So she's definitely battle formation, but I do want to show love. Okay, so the last message. Oh, Janice. Nope, that was you. Okay, we've already done that. So the last message. Oh, wow, you guys have been talking, and I'm sorry. I love you too. When you least expect it. My tiny baby. It is your tiny baby. Oh, congratulations. She just had this most beautiful baby with all of this hair. She's beautiful and she's really new. She's really new. Talk about joy. Talk about uplifting joy. She was very early and she's just precious. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so excited that you were a part of this. Bye, Connie. You're welcome. Corey, then Anne. Okay, that was Corey. That was Corey. Wasn't that Corey? Please tell me that that was Corey with the hummingbird. Somebody tell me that that was Corey with the hummingbird. I don't even remember. Because that would make perfect sense, that the little hummingbird told you to hold on to your dreams. And also, God, now that I think about it, you've got that little dream in your arms. That little hummingbird. Oh my God. Tell me that that was Corey. Somebody speak to me, please. It was Sabrina? I'm not taking it away from you. I'm not taking it away from you. It would have been really cool if that was Corey's, though. But it was, because she's here. I thought Sabrina was before it. It was Corey. Sabrina, you were before that. Yeah. I thought it was for Corey. You're going to have to go back and listen, because maybe you guys aren't paying attention. I'm pretty certain that I already did Sabrina, and that was Corey's. I see a giant military plane flying towards me. It looks almost like a water bomber. It means the forces are coming. It literally means the forces are coming. So we've called in spirit, and the forces are coming. It's moving very slowly, but very steadily, and it's big, and it's coming straight at me. What is the no? Everyone's saying yes, it was Corey. I thought it was Corey. And I've already done Sabrina. Did I not do Sabrina? Are you telling me I have not done Sabrina? Because I believe that was for Corey. Can you guys see that giant plane? It's just coming strong and steady. Okay, the next person I'm reading for is Anne. Wow, I like this. Right when I said that giant plane, there it is. So what we've been calling in, receptivity. Free yourself of preconceived notions of what can and cannot work. What is impossible and unlikely can and does happen. Keep an open heart and an open mind. And that is punctuated with that hummingbird, because that is what the hummingbird says. You will accomplish what seems impossible to yourself and others. Receptivity. And right then I said, they're on their way. The forces are coming, and they're coming slow and steady, but it's big and it's on its way. It's coming straight at me. That was freaking huge. That was Sabrina's reading. I thought it was Corey's. So, okay, it doesn't matter. Sabrina can take it. I'll do one for Corey, but I swear I already did one for Sabrina. And I think it was for Corey too. So I'm going to throw out an extra one anyway. Take it, Corey. I would take it. I mean, it's for everyone anyway. All of these are for everyone. It's just extra emphasis. And I believe that it was for you personally. So maybe I'm just feeling that really strongly for you. And maybe it was Sabrina's card. I don't know. It doesn't mean I'm taking it away from Sabrina. If Sabrina believes it was hers, it was hers. Right? But I feel for some reason that it was important that Corey have that message and hold on to that. Corey's got this brand new baby, and it's important. But what I feel is for Anne, being that you were the one that was in the dream with the great wave, you got to listen to what I wrote. Oh my God, it was intense. And free yourself of what can and cannot happen. What may seem impossible can and does happen often. Open your heart and mind. And right then the forces were coming. They were bringing it to you slow and steady. It was coming there. The hummingbird said you will accomplish it. Everything is there for you. So all you need to do right now is let go of that's impossible. Spirit has nothing that's impossible. There are no doors that Spirit cannot open. There are no walls that they cannot make windows in. Nothing is impossible for Spirit, even if it looks ridiculous and insane and this person is on their deathbed, or my house is in foreclosure and I've only got $20 in the bank. I've told you guys before that I was in Sedona and I was being made to move back to California here, and I didn't want to come, and I needed to come. And I needed what did I need? $3,000 to do all of the things that I needed to do to get myself here. And I had, I don't know, like $60 in the bank. I don't even know if I had that. And it was the next day, it was due, and I had to do it. And I thought, there is no way. I mean, I had been in Sedona. I've been on my spiritual path, working in isolation. I knew Spirit was working with me, but that was too much to expect, right? I was on my knees, bawling. Why are you doing this to me? Please, please, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And that afternoon, I received a check for $3,500 from a claim that I put in on my house in California that things had been stolen from me 2 years before, and I'd never heard back from anybody, and I just had written it off. I'd never heard back, and $3,500 came. Spirit doesn't say that they're going to give you a fortune and they're going to make you rich, but when they say that they're going to bail you out, they're going to bail you out. And if you can't see it happening, doesn't matter. They're going to do it. All that's required for us is faith and trust, and open your arms, open your heart, open your mind. Take that computer chip out that's been installed in you from past whatever has happened in your life, and put a big freaking heart right in the center. And believe that what's going to happen is going to happen. And that hummingbird punctuated it, and so did the string of dreams, and so did the freaking army tanker that was flying straight at us. Dang. Love it. I love this card too. It's freaking amazing. Okay, you're moving back to Arizona. Oh my God, Anne. I know you're going. When are you going? Maybe I'm supposed to meet you there. I know I'm supposed to go to Sedona. You were in my dream. I gotta tell you, I've gotta stop for a second, you guys. It was after the great wave that came. I know that the light workers are being moved. I know we're being moved inland. I know we're being moved to mountains. We're being moved away from the coast. I know that. And my girlfriend said to me yesterday, you need to put this out. And I didn't want to put it out. She goes, I said, I don't want to scare people. And she's like, there's stuff that's happening, and you know what's happening, and you need to tell people. You're being shown. You've been shown again and again, so I have to post it. And she says, and I felt it too, I was the last. It was like I saw the wave coming, and I stayed at the end to warn everyone, But I got out, and I'm telling you, when I got out, I barely got out. I was crawling up the beach, clawing at the sand to get away from that wave, and the water was sucking me back. And like I said, whether it's a real wave that's coming or if it's an energetic wave that's negative, that's pulling people down here in this area, I know. And I'm sorry for the people that live in California, but they call it the ball of yarn. The ball of yarn is tight. The energy is so tight, and it's negative energy. And the farther I get away from California, the farther any of us get away from California, the better we are connecting spiritually. People are going back east. They're going to Iowa. They're going to Wisconsin. They're leaving in floods. And I'm telling you, I know I'm going. I'm going to the mountains. I'm going. And what's interesting that you said Flagstaff, because I call Sedona in, but I see the trees. I used to live in Upper Sedona in Wilson Canyon, right at the base of the tree line. So it might be going up a little further, but I know that that's important. So the fact that you're in that dream, and when I left the area, I was wandering and I didn't know where I was. Somebody called me on the phone. It was Ann Payne. I thought it was my mother calling me. My mother is in spirit. And I said, hello, because when I was in the auditorium, the great auditorium, when I was watching as all the loved ones were waiting to hear for the ones, if their bodies had been recovered, their family members, and it was grief everywhere. It was horrible. And I was waiting. I left that auditorium. But when I was in that auditorium, I had gone to pick up my purse that I had left somewhere. And as I went to grab my purse, which means your valuables, I went to grab something that I'd left behind. See, so I've gone back for something. And I saw my mother across the auditorium. She was coming in, and so I was supposed to meet her. Now, clearly, my mother's in spirit. My mother is bringing my twin and I together. Something I had left behind, I was grabbing and taking with me. And I went to look for my mother. I was supposed to meet her somewhere. And when I went outside, the phone rang. And I said, hello, and I expected it to be my mother. And it wasn't. It was a voice I didn't recognize. I said, who is this? And she said, this is Ann Payne. And I said, oh, hello, because I knew that she was a Facebook friend, but we haven't met personally. And I said, how are you? And she said, fine, where are you? And I said, I don't know. And so I turned and I looked and I saw a woman sitting at a monument. She was sitting by a monument and she had a child with her. I see this all the time in different ways. And my mother is probably the woman. The monument is the Eiffel Tower. That represents us. I know it represents my twin and I, because the Eiffel Tower there's a song by Green Day called Love on Holiday, and it talks about the establishment that comes against the Eiffel Tower, and they're trying to topple the Eiffel Towers, but we won't be toppled. We are independent, we are strong. We stand strong. So I know that the Eiffel Tower represented my twin, and there was a woman sitting next to him, probably his mother, or like an energy that was holding him back. I don't know. She was a nice woman. And I said, where are we? And she said a name that I didn't recognize. And I said, no, that's not right. And I said, what city are we in? And she said a name I didn't know. And I said, no. And then in my head, I heard, Oregon is above me. Alaska is above that. But I looked up Ann Payne, and she lives I looked her up the next morning, and she lived in Georgia. No, Alabama. And I thought, Alabama, I've never heard that. What is that? But you're moving to Sedona, so that's the connection. Sedona is the connection. That's the mountain, because the message that I've been given for the last 3 years, when the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets. Now, the tablets represent, to me, the mountain is, okay, go to the mountain with the tablets, that would represent to me the 10 Commandments, because Moses went to the mountain, right? And the 10 Commandments were the law. So go to the mountain with the law. Now I'm getting prickles in my right-hand man again. Prickles and shot up my arm. What would the law represent? Now, Mount Sinai is the mountain to me, because that's where Moses went. Moses is Jewish. My twin is Jewish. So it probably represents him. Maybe he's the mountain. The mountain also represents God. But when I was struggling with this, because I've been given this string so many times again and again, and I was struggling with what it meant. The tablets would represent the law, right? But I'm not bound by the law. I don't even like rules. So what would the law represent? Well, when you look at the Ten Commandments were basically about morality, our moral code, right? Our integrity. Do not covet one another. It's moral. It's a moral code. So it meant to me, when the great wave comes, go to the mountain. Go to the mountain. The mountain is also speaking about meditation, okay? Because the monks would go into the mountains to meditate. So when the great wave comes, with this great emotional wave, this energetic wave comes, which it just did, that was huge, because when the full moon comes, what happens with the full moon? It pulls the tide, right? And the great wave lifted and it crashed upon the beach. So when the great wave comes, which was right now, go to the mountain with the law. Go to the mountain. So go into meditation if you must. Go into your moral code. But to me, there's a friend did research, and they call the area in Sedona, it's called the mountain tableau. They call it the tableau. So tablets, the mountain with the tablets, Sedona. There's also a place, God, I know I'm just giving you guys a lot here, but this is important. Maybe, you know, somebody's going to get this and somebody's going to understand. And maybe it's just for me, I don't even know, but it's going to be said. When I was taken away from California by spirit and sent to Wisconsin, this was a spiritual journey. I was literally shown by Archangel Michael that I was to go to Arizona, and I didn't want to go because I thought it was Phoenix. That's all I ever known. I'm like, not going to Phoenix. It's hot. It's horrible. I don't like a city. But I kept getting it, and finally I realized it was Sedona. And I said I was open to that. But I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave my friends. I had fallen in love with people there. My family's there. My Uncle Phil, my Mama Sherry, my Papa Terry, my best friend lives there. And I had gotten to the place where I was comfortable. But Spirit realized I wasn't moving forward on my spiritual path, and I needed to leave. And I made the decision to go, but I was second-guessing myself. It wasn't even that I was second-guessing myself. I was telling myself I don't want to do it. And Archangel Michael literally showed up in my bedroom, in my room, scared me to death. He didn't open his mouth, but he said the words, "You are moving to that city." And I said, okay, I'm not going to argue with Archangel Michael. And then I heard the females. They were guides. I don't know who they were. I just heard their voices. And they were speaking to each other, not me. And they said, when she leaves her cat. And it was Liger. And I had to leave Liger when I moved to Wisconsin. I left him for several months and he almost died. He was in mourning. And I said I would never leave him again. And so when I was told that, I said, no, I'm not. And I woke up, I was angry. And it was really strange. It was almost like I was in a trance. And I went into my bathroom, and I was brushing my teeth. Teeth represent chewing on the past, chewing on things, right? I'm brushing my teeth, and I had tears pouring down my face because you don't understand what Liger went through. Liger is my spirit. He's my twin spirit cat. You don't understand what he went through. He almost died when I left. And I promised him, and when he came to me, when I finally got him sent to me on the plane, it cost me $700 to get him. And he bit me, and he wouldn't come near me. And he was so angry, and it took him a long time. And finally, I stayed up all night with him. And he came on top of me, and he started all night long. He just drooled. Drool was pouring. He's never done that, ever. He doesn't drool. I know some cats do. Pouring all over me. He was literally crying. He was so distraught. So when I was told I was leaving my cat, I said, I will not do this. You are not doing this to me. I promised him. But when I left, I had to leave him. And I said, I'm only going for a week. And I'll know if this is where I'm meant to be. It'll all unroll and unfold perfectly the way it's meant to, just the way it did in Wisconsin, if this is what's supposed to happen. But in the back of my mind, I didn't think it was going to, right? I wanted to go back. And I didn't want to leave my cat there. But it did happen. And I ended up staying for almost a month without my cat. And again, he had to go into isolation. And it was horrible. And I literally spent, again, $700 and went and got my cat. So why is all this coming up right now? It's all coming up. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. Why did that come up? There's a reason. Damn it. What did I miss? I can't even see what you guys are saying because my screen is... The tablet is the waterfall? You've got to be kidding me because I'm supposed to meet my twin at the waterfall. So changing my plans again. Okay, changing your plans again. Okay, hopefully. What does it mean about Liger? I'm moving back. Okay, so Anne... When she goes, she leaves her cat. And I didn't want to leave my cat. I've lost my thought right now. Maybe it'll come back later. That sucks. I don't know. All of that needed to be said for some reason. If you guys can tell me what I was talking about that I miss it, I don't know. I was very angry anyway. Archangel Michael showed up and I was meant to go there. So I don't know what I'm missing right now. Shoot, and I know it'll come back and I know it was very important. Doesn't that suck? The last message, I am doing one more message for someone who came in and asked. It's interesting. See, isn't it funny that you said changing my plans? I said 6, then I went to 7. There was a man who asked me, someone's changing their plans. Richie. This is for Richie. Oh, wow, this is a trip, Richie, because it's the same one. 3 times. Home is where your heart is. Make sure your home feels welcome and reflects who you are. When your house is in order, the rest of your life falls into place, so tidy up. Okay, so now I'm getting a different message. It's your spirit. I literally have got, I don't know if it was a little spider or if it was a little gnat. That's interesting. When your house is in order, everything is in order. This is your house. Get your spiritual house in order. So this is a message. Wow. Okay, he went by too fast. A dove just went by, and it went from east to west. So what I just heard in my head is to get my spiritual house in order, I need to go to Sedona. I need to get my spiritual house in order. I just have to. So Spirit's going to have to make it happen. So for you to get your spiritual house in order, this is your house. What do you need to do to get your spiritual house in order? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to do to make it feel more welcoming? What do you need to what do you have to clean out? What do you have to get rid of? I'm hearing right now downsizing. Downsize. Get rid of things that you don't need, unnecessary things. Make it feel more welcoming. Send out an invitation. Welcome someone in. Open your house. Open your heart. I don't know, you need to tidy something up. You need to clean something up. You need to clear your thoughts. You need to clear something up. If you don't know what it is, go clean out your closet. Donate something. Get rid of things that you're not using, but don't just get rid of them and throw them away. Give them to a secondhand store, like a Goodwill or something. Dust, vacuum, sweep. Move things, change things around, change the order of something in your house. You need to get your house in order. There's something. I can't, that's all I get. That's all I'm getting because we've been given that one 3 times. Make sure your home feels welcoming and reflects who you are. What is in your house that's not reflecting you? I remember my son didn't like the way I was living when I was married before. I always had antiques. I used to have antique stores, and I did antiques and collectibles, and I loved them my whole life. My family didn't. Like my parents, they liked brand new things, but I liked antiques. They meant something to me. And so when I married this man, and he's a nice guy, he's still my friend. When I married him, he liked everything brand new. This was a man who did not have one live plant in the house. I changed that. No live plants. Hated antiques. They scared him. Literally scared him. He thought they were haunted. So all of my antiques that were, I literally gave away almost everything, which was ridiculous. I shouldn't have had to sacrifice who I was. And what I had left that was very precious to me, I put all up in a room. And when my son would come down from Canada to visit, he was angry. He didn't like it. He said, I don't see my mother represented anywhere in this house. Where are you? Where is my mother? And I said, it's okay. He doesn't like it. He said, it's not okay. It's not okay. So, and it's not okay. And it was one of the more reasons why I realized that we were not in alignment and we were not supposed to be together. We were not complements of one another at all. We didn't see things the same way. He's not a spiritual person. Nice guy, great guy, but absolutely was there for a reason at the time, but not for my soul's path. And so my son recognized that, right? And so I changed that about myself, and it never will happen again. I will never give up who I am for someone else, ever. So for you, what part of you is not represented in your home? Somebody came to me a while ago on one of these readings and said that we were talking about crystals. Crystals had come up, and it was very important to have crystals in the home. And I said, and she says, I've got crystals, but I don't have them out. Why? My children don't like it. What are you talking about? Your children don't like it. It's your home. How old are your kids? Are they adults? It doesn't even matter how old they are. Is this your home, or are you staying with your kids? No, it's my home. Get your freaking crystals out and you put them in your house. It's about standing up for what you believe in. Right now, my fingers are being electrocuted. My fingers are being electrocuted again. This is meaning something. My fingers are being electrocuted. I'm holding my phone, communication, fingers being electrocuted, and it doesn't feel good. So somebody's right-hand man, somebody is in charge, because your right-hand man is the one supposed to help you, right? So somebody's doing something that's not feeling good, and if it doesn't feel good, it's not right. I don't know what this has to do for you, Richie, but it's coming out for everybody, so this is it. Make sure that you are represented in your house. Your house reflects who you are. So if it's about your spirituality, make sure you're not hiding your spirituality. Make sure that you're not allowing yourself to be seen for who you are because of what your family may think about you or what other friends may think about you. Allow yourself to be big, loud, and open, and this is who I am, and embrace that, and make sure that it comes from a place of love. If you walked, if my twin walks into, my twin loves the way I have my place. My ex-husband walked into here, he can't breathe. He literally says, I can't breathe. Throw it all out. He wanted nothing. Throw it all out, I can't breathe. And there's probably a lot, and I probably don't need as much of the stuff that's in there, but everything has a meaning, and it's important, and it's vibrationally strong. So I don't know what you're going to take from that, but that's your message. So, yes, worry less. Definitely worry less. Pay attention to this whole reading. I'm going to post it out again. Like I said, I'm going to post it for everyone. I'm going to put it on my... I wish I could remember where I was going when I was talking about Liger, not leaving him behind. I won't leave him behind. I'm telling you, I'm not leaving him behind. I'm saying this very loud. I will not leave him behind again. Period. You know what's interesting is, as I said, my cat represents my twin. I will not leave him behind. I will not leave him behind again. So that means something very, very loud. And if I'm meant to go, he better get here, and they better make sure that that happens. And you know what? Here's that message. Don't think that there's something that's impossible. Don't believe that miracles happen, because they do happen, they can happen. And what does seem unlikely and impossible is possible and likely. I know that you're asking me for a reading, and I'm trying to decide if I should do this or not. And it has nothing to do with you, it has everything to do with me. Because I said that I would do 6, and then I did 7, and then I think I did 8. Okay, so I'm doing it because it's 9. 9 represents endings, but it's happy endings. So I will do this one for you, but I am not doing any more. So right now, somebody can put up, this reading is closed. Okay, so the last reading. I was just told to tell you that, yes, this reading is for you, but it's also for everyone else. Again, remember that, please. 9 is A. 9 is A. I don't know what you're saying. Richie, you've got very valid and good points, Sherry. I often avoid feeling in the spotlight and prefer not to overshadow other people. Hell, we are absolutely... You know what? There's a difference between an arrogant Leo that wants to be the center of attention and stepping into your lion power, your spiritual power. When you step into your spiritual power, look at how I'm lit up right now. Isn't that interesting? Spirit wants us to be lit up. We are beacons for others. So do step into your power, and don't worry about overshadowing. You won't overshadow anyone. We are all meant to step into our highest power, all of us. That is how we ascend, and that's how we help the ones that are coming after us. People look to us. Don't be holding your gifts to yourself. Don't be standing back and being timid and shy like religion has taught us. You freaking stand out bold like a lion. This is the month of the lion. We just went through the lion gateway. We've got an eclipse coming. This is shaking shit up. And we are supposed to stand out loud and lucid. And here we are. And don't let anybody dumb you down, boy. You come out, and it has nothing to do with ego pride. This has everything to do with spiritual pride. And as I said, we are spiritual warriors. The lion is the warrior. We're fighting a battle here. We're fighting a battle against darker energy. We want love. We are fighting with love, but we need to be loud, lucid, and present. So never, ever feel. Power number. Ah, yeah, 9 is a power number. 9 also represents happy endings. So this is the last message for you. Okay. Sure wish I could understand where I was going with the Liger thing. I'm going to, I'll write it down. So you guys, when I post this, I'm going to share this, but then I'm going to upload it to my YouTube, and I'll edit it. Because when I edit it, I'm supposed to add the hummingbird messenger, right? But I'm going to listen back to it first so that I can hear where I was going with the thing with Liger, because there's something I'm missing and you need to hear it. So please do. I don't know if you guys read the information that I post with the readings, but you need to. It's very important. How interesting. Projection. You are projecting both your greatest hopes and your greatest fears onto the situation. Connect with what truly feels genuine. Okay, that's awesome. Don't think of this in a negative. It's showing a couple, and they're playing musical instrument. They're in harmony. Okay, so I guess with me and my twin, I said I'm not leaving without him, right? I'm projecting my biggest hopes and my biggest fears. Okay, so come back to the middle. I have a spiritual twin. There's a physical person, but I have a spiritual twin. So my physical twin, he's not around. And I'm not saying that man needs to come marry me and we move away. Not saying that. Please understand that. We are already married spiritually. We have been for lifetimes. We are together. But as I said, whatever happens in his life or whatever choices he makes, that's on him. And I'm not leaving with him. I will go with him where I go. So that, I guess, is my message. And for you, so come back to the center. Come back to an in-between place. It's not as bad as you think, and it's not as fantastic as you think. Get real. Get realistic. Be realistic for whatever it is that you, I mean, I'm being shown a relationship. So get realistic with the relationship. If there's a relationship in your life, now it doesn't have to be a love relationship, although they are featuring. I'm going to sneeze. Okay, a clearing. Clearing needs to take place. Excuse me. Excuse me. That also means something. Excuse me. Excuse me. That means something. So if it's I'm gonna say that it's a relationship, but it could be a business relationship. It could be, it's some kind of a partnership anyway, and it's about moving in harmony with someone. And what it is, okay, what I'm getting here is she's holding a picture, and it's in color, okay? She's got an idea of what it's gonna look like, and she's got it firmly in her mind. So I need to, and I'm going to use myself as an example because I can't use you as an example, right? This is for everyone. So I'm looking at Sedona. I'm looking at the mountains, right? I see myself there. Maybe that's not where I'm going to be. If I'm actually going to end up in a relationship with my physical twin again, maybe that's not possible for us to be in the mountains. So if I hold fast to this picture that I see, I'm locking spirit down. Now, it doesn't mean that they can't achieve it, but it may take years to achieve it. Maybe something else has to happen first. Maybe there's like a go-between place. So don't, and remember, when you go back and listen to, if you do go back and listen to what I spoke about in the weekly reading, as well as the Great Wave post, I spoke about, I saw whooping cranes, which represent soulmate connections, and they were flying together. There was 2, and a child, it felt like. I don't know what, just there was 3 altogether. And to me, maybe that represents the couple and spirit together, 3, because I think about what I was given when I was on my quest. I got this at the beach, right? This stone, I saw it. I got it at Shark's Bay, and it's represented to me the couple and spirit, representing the triune, the connection. It also represents coming full circle. It also represents self, higher self, and spirit. So I saw them in the sky. 3. Clearing. I've got to clear something. I've got to clear a mental picture. So we've got to clear a mental picture. When I saw them in the sky, they were not in color. When I looked at my phone, something said, look at your phone. When I looked at my phone, it was black and white. I'm looking at this picture in color. What I saw was black and white. So what I got at the time was not everything is black and white. Not everything is how you see it. Things are not as they appear. So there's all kinds of different messages coming into this. Don't have a fixed expectation of what it's going to look like. You can say, like, so maybe what we need to do is just adjust our words, because words are powerful, right? And spirit acts on our words. I don't want to leave without my twin. I want my twin with me. I would prefer that. I would love to be in the mountains with the trees, if that is in my highest good and his highest good. Maybe it's not my twin. Maybe my spiritual twin is not who is going to be with me. Maybe it's a soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. So maybe I don't say the words twin. Maybe I say, with the love of my life, this is where I would like to be, if it is in our highest good. If it's not, that's okay. I'm open to that. I am 100% open. As I say that, that was a swallow. The swallow is the harbinger of hope, which means hold on to your dreams. So it's not saying that it can't happen, what you're thinking about, but it's saying that you need to be open to whatever is in your highest good. So what you say is, this or something better. I am open to whatever is in my highest good. So don't have a firm fixed expectation. Allow yourself to be flexible and open. Maybe you'll get there, but maybe not right now. Maybe there's got to be an in-between place first. Maybe it's going to require something first, and that's okay. Spirit knows what it's doing. I didn't go straight to Sedona. I went to Wisconsin for a year, and then I went to Sedona for 8 months, and then I came here. So maybe there's something, or maybe if we're talking about a project, like a relationship, business relationship or a project, maybe there's certain steps that need to happen. We need to go here first and do this, and then we do that. So if by saying that, you put that out there, that energy, it's putting a block. Maybe it's putting a block on the love of my life. Maybe he's thinking, wow, I can't do that right now, so I guess I can't make that move. No, don't do that. So for you, don't put a block on spirit. Don't lock yourself into some certain way that it must be, because spirit has something better in mind. It's better. I didn't think that I was going to fall in love with Wisconsin. I didn't think that I didn't. There's a lot of things that I didn't realize that was going to happen. I didn't think that I was going to meet the love of my life after he went out of my. I didn't realize it. I never believed he would come back. I never believed I would see him again. And for him to tell me he was my twin soul, I never believed that would happen. And it's almost like sometimes you have something that you want so badly that you're afraid to even breathe. You're even afraid to believe that it's true. But Spirit's telling us that we can believe in our dreams. We can believe in what we're shown. Just don't put them in a box. Just don't put an outline about how it has to go down. Remain open. I'm done. Look to creative harmony. Creative harmony. Actually, creative harmony. Right. Because there's artwork, right? And she's holding the artwork. It also means to me, there's a lot of things that I get from this. Now, it's telling you that you need to get to connect with what's truly genuine. So what does it really feel like to you? What is the most real? Maybe if you look at it this way, no, that's way too scary. If you look at it this way, that's just way too fantastic. So what feels most realistic to you? Stay there, but also create your future. Paint your picture. Don't paint it in a box and say this must be this way, but do paint it. Do paint the picture. I want the trees. I want nature. I want the mountains. I want to be there with the love of my life. Spirit knows that. I want to be there and do my work. My dream board reflects that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's everything right with that. I am supposed to be a co-creator with the divine. I just need to add on to that. If this is in my highest good, this is what I wish, this or something better. That's it. All right, that tied it all in. That makes more sense. And the song that I'm hearing right now is Don't Give Up. Let me love you. Don't give up. Don't give up. I'm not giving up. So don't give up. I'm not giving up. That's for damn sure. I'm not giving up. I'm a freaking fighter. And I'm a believer in miracles. I am the eternal optimist. You got to tell you, the eternal optimist, sitting on the ground with nothing left, flat broke, everything gone, and everything's going to get better, because it is. Because sometimes, you know what? You got to lose everything. You got to walk away from everything and start from scratch, and then you create bliss. Many blessings. Yes, many blessings to all of you guys. Take a look at my beautiful surroundings today. Oh, you guys. I can't do it. I was going to say we should do the solar meditation, but I can't do it, and every time I do it, it shuts my phone down. So think about that today. Spend a couple minutes in the sun today, and ask for that golden shield, because remember, I went to bed last night after doing my full moon release, and I did not re-erect a shield, and I had all that shit come at me, and I had to do that battle warfare in the middle of the night. So, and it's real. When you go back and you listen to this reading, you're going to be blown away. If you haven't heard what I was talking about earlier, it's huge. I do want to say to you guys that this is all done. I do all of this for free, right? My readings are all for free. My weekly readings for free. I come out and do all this for free. But I do this for my work. And my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. I offer life coaching and private readings. I'm a long-distance Reiki healer. I'm a Reiki master. If you would like help with that, www.theangelswhisper.com. SherryColumbus@yahoo.com is my email. Sherry, SherriColumbus. I've got doves cooing all around me right now. Harmony, and the wind is blowing. So if you go there to my website and you figure what may work for you, works best for you, please choose that. You can go to the PayPal. Once PayPal's been notified, I will be notified, but please come to my regular email to give me the instructions about whether you want a live reading, a chat reading, a written reading, a video reading, what it is that you're wanting to talk about. That's the best way to communicate with me. I get it right away. And if you ever feel inspired to donate to my work, because like I said, I spend all of my time doing this, and I'm not actually working while I'm doing this, there is a donate button on my page, and it's always welcome. I am to ask, so I am asking. As we were all told, don't be afraid to ask, and I do expect to receive, because what I do is valuable, and it's very important, and it's very powerful, and I know that I'm helping a lot of people. So I'm asking for your assistance as well, because I also have to make a living and pay my bills, and it gets kind of scary for me too. All right, you guys, I'm going to see what you just said. Thank you. You're very welcome. Be in touch. Oh, absolutely, Anne. Oh, my God. Absolutely. Stevie Nicks, Right Wing Dove. Oh, my God, yes. I know that song loud and clear. Absolutely. That. And you know what? They call me Stevie Nicks. I sing like her. I do. I sing like Stevie Nicks. I dress like her. And that is a song that actually many people have sent me. So that's a trip. Thank you very much. I'm going to go look up the lyrics again. You guys have a very, very wonderful day. Please send your love and healing energy to my baby girl. She's eating again. But like I said, she hasn't eaten for days and days and days. And actually, it was weeks that she wasn't eating. And I didn't know. I wasn't here. And she's putting a little bit of weight on, but she's very, very thin. And I've been seeing a lot of people talking about showing me that their cats are dying and going over the Rainbow Bridge, and I can't lose her. She's only 5. So I have asked for divine intervention, so she's a precious one. She represents my twin, so please send her love, because it goes to him too. Thank you. Thanks. That's me asking again. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I really do appreciate you guys. I come to you guys and you help me out a lot. And believe me, the love is reciprocated. Thank you very much. She needs cranberry. Okay, cranberry. How do I give it to her? How do I give it to her? Cranberry. Do you know what's interesting about that? I just bought a bag of dried cranberries. I just bought that for myself, and I never do, and I started eating it. So that was coming from me to her. So how can I give her cranberry? I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. She's having trouble chewing, and I'm giving her a paste, and I don't like to do that because. Thank you. Prayers for Lily. Thank you. I will tell you that Lily. Think about what you know. What her name is Princess Tiger Lily, and I always say that she represents my twin, but she actually doesn't. Why do I keep saying that? She represents me. I am the tiger. I think what it is because we morph back and forth. My twin and I are, but my cat Liger, he is absolutely my twin. He is the strong one, and I'm not saying that I'm not strong, but I think maybe what it's showing me is, so she hasn't been eating. So that's a message for me. I haven't been eating something. I haven't been feeding properly, and I'm having to hand feed her. Otherwise, she won't eat. She wakes me up in the middle of the night. She won't eat. So it is a loud message to myself. So I know that I've been trying to get to Sedona for a very long time, and I haven't gotten there. And it is food for my soul. So I feel like maybe it means that, but I'm afraid to leave her. What is it? Dilute it in her water? So, like cranberry juice, pure cranberry juice, put it in her water? Or should I put a cranberry, like a dried cranberry, and stick it in her water? Anyway, Princess Tiger Lily, think about it. The lily has to go through the mud to rise to the rise to the sun, the divine masculine, and then it flowers on top of the water. So I called her Princess Tiger Lily, and so she must be me. Juice. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. If it's juice, I'll get juice. If it's the cranberry, I'm just gonna go drop one in her dish and just allow it to soak in there. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna look up the reasons why she needs that, or maybe you can write to me privately afterwards. But I'm gonna let everybody go because I've got to upload this, edit it, and I am dying of thirst myself, and I have no food. I've got to go to the grocery store and then I got to work. So I hope this was very helpful. I really want you guys to go back and listen if you can. You can be cleaning your house or doing whatever in your car, put it on, but please listen to the whole thing because the beginning of this message is extremely important. Very, very important. Okay? Peace, love, and light. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll speak again soon. Either way. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.